In this video I want to go over the Volt radio settings specifically. There's a ton of buttons on here, but I specifically want to cover the radio one. So the key button to it all is right here. This is the power button. So we'll turn it on. Currently I have it on FM, obviously. First let me go over the home screen here, because that's where you'll end up most of the time. So let me zoom in a little. There we go. So I only have 3 icons on my default home screen. There's quite a few more that you can actually select to put there, but I never use them, so I don't put them there. Anyway, I have FM here, now playing, and also tone. I think there is AM, yeah, oops. There's different radios that you can put there, so AM, XM, Pandora, Stitcher, some of which are dithered out on mine because I don't subscribe to XM radio. But anyway, there it is. The volume adjuster is here. There's also one on the steering wheel. Right there. We'll get to those controls a little bit later. I have the Bose speakers, and it has very good sound. So this whole screen is touch interface, so you can cycle through your different presets. In order to program one of these, it's actually really simple. You can use the tune button is right here. It's actually the dial, so all you have to do is move it around, and then once you find the one station that you want, you just click it and then hold, and then it saves it. So that's actually super easy. There's more presets than just this bottom row here. There's a button right here that says AS 1 and 2, and I forget what that stands for, but when you push that, it cycles through 2 screens of favorites. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have 12 favorites. Turn that down a little bit. Volume indicator. Okay. So another way that you can toggle through these different presets is on the steering wheel here. So let me see if I can show it to you like this. So obviously here's the volume controls, and you can see it working in the background there. But this this wheel button here, which says SRC, which stands for source, if you push that, which I'll do later, it changes the source, as in FM, CD player, auxiliary, that kind of stuff. But if you nudge it, and watch in the background, I'm going to nudge it down, you can see the preset changed over there. So you can cycle through really easily. And then if I push source, it comes up, you can toggle through different sources, and you have to be quick about it. Otherwise it goes back. I mean, it settles on one quite quickly, so it's actually kind of annoying. I don't use it that much because you have to sort of know the order, because you don't have enough time to push it and then look over while you're driving to actually switch through them. And so the different sources are also, there's a button here which you can scroll through. We'll go back, oops. Go back to FM. So the stations can be listed here. So if you like doing that, you can scroll through. A lot of these are presets, so I'm not sure how it picks these, or maybe the best ones that come in. Categories, and you can have it update. So that's kind of helpful if you're in new territory and you don't know what your favorite stations are. What else? You can also do this by voice command. So the voice command is right here.
Please say a command.
Tune to FM 96.9.
Tuning to FM 96.9.
Boom, there it is. Let's try getting to AM.
Please say a command.
Tune to AM 740.
AM.
There it is. So, and you can tell it to go to Bluetooth or go to CD player or anything like that. And here's a random one that's really cool. If you hit this and say navigation, where am I? It will tell you where you are.
Please say a command.
Navigation, where am I?
Please say a navigation command, or say help.
Where am I?
You are currently driving in Alger Street Southeast, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Amazing. So that's it for the radio. Let me also, I guess I'll also go over the CD. I mean, there's not much to do. I mean, here it is. I have no disc, so nothing pops out. The seek buttons, which are here. Let me focus a little bit. There we go. The seek buttons here and there are forward, backwards. There's play, pause. There's repeat. And that's basically what you need to know. Now what about auxiliary? That's one I used to use that a lot. When you plug in, let's see. So you can use a USB drive, or you can plug in an auxiliary, or you can do by Bluetooth and obviously CD player. I don't have any of those plugged in right now, but those are options. The CD or the USB drive works pretty well. It recognizes MP3s, no problem. Sometimes if you have thousands and thousands of them, it takes a long time for the car to index them all, and it does have to do that. So if you have like a 32 gigabyte drive, that's going to take a while. Auxiliary works pretty flawlessly. I mean, it's basically an extended headphone jack. Bluetooth is a little bit annoying because the way they design the interface is that the car takes over the phone, and sometimes the phone and the car don't know who's in charge, and so you end up with, you know, it doesn't work as well as I wish it did. I also want to add some radio settings here. I want to go through some of those. So to get to that, you can either push the config button here, or there's also a config button on the home screen. Push either of those, and then you'll see right here is radio settings. If I can touch it, you can also scroll down if you want to. Okay, audio cue options. So the volume, honestly I'm not actually sure what audio cue is. Auto volume, so that it increases when you're going fast so you can hear it better, and then decreases when you come to a stoplight and don't want to blast your ears. I have that on high, and it seems to make it pretty comfortable. Grace notes, that's for, I'm not actually sure what that is. XM channel art, I don't use XM. Startup volume is adjustable. Number of favorite pages, so that the favorites are, let me get back to FM, are all these. Okay, so it has 6 per screen. I have it set to 2, so that means it gives me 12 squares. Generally for me that's plenty. Let me go back into config. Just realized you're probably out of focus, so let me focus again. Go back to number of favorite pages. So you can set it up to 6 favorite pages. That'll give you 36 favorites. So that's quite a bit. And then XM categories. Again, I don't use XM that much. Okay, I guess you can update the radio software with a with USB drive. yeah, so that's about it. The most useful is being able to set how many favorites pages you want. Another feature related to the radio is the tone. So you can adjust the tone levels, basically EQ it. So you can use your own EQ settings for bass, mids, and treble. You can set it to a EQ preset, which I guess is just manual and talk. And then you can fade the sound front and back, and you can balance it left and right.